you will eventually come to moral decisions that will take you completely by surprise.
If your definition of a friend is someone who will die for you, then you don't have any friends.
All right, Ridley Scott is the guy behind movies like Alien, Blade Runner, and Prometheus, but his new movie is about a lawyer who gets caught up in the world of drugs. Eric Melin from Scene Stealers, once again here with us this morning. Penelope Cruz also in the movie. I would normally pay my $10 just to hear her accent.
Nice.
Because it's so sexy.
Yeah.
But what about the movie? Is it any good?
I'll tell you what, it's interesting that you mentioned Ridley Scott. He is the director on this for sure, but this is not really a typical Ridley Scott movie. It's a screenplay written by the novelist Cormac McCarthy. This is the Pulitzer Prize winning guy who wrote The Road, No Country for Old Men, Blood Meridian, and this is another one of his nihilistic, no hope in sight kind of noirs.
For people like me, what does nihilistic mean?
It means that as far as his outlook is concerned, once you make a decision in your life that could have bad consequences, those horrible things will happen. Your life will get irrevocably screwed up, and all the people you love will die.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So it's a feel-good kind of movie.
Not at all. And here's the thing. If you've seen the trailers for this film, that's how they're trying to sell it, as kind of a fun, kind of a maybe a Pulp Fiction type, you know, 90s kind of thriller. To even call this a thriller at all, I think is being generous. Now, that doesn't mean that I hated it. I thought it was very interesting that all these people have all these philosophies and they're spouting all this dialogue the whole time, and it just kind of grinds you down, and it has this cumulative feeling of making you feel tense and awful. But it's not like No Country for Old Men, which was directed by the Coen brothers and won the Best Picture Oscar, where there's these skillfully done scenes of suspense. It's not like that. It's just kind of awful all the time, and if that's what you know,
I can see it on the DVD box now. It's awful the entire time.
Well,
Eric Melin.
And again, that's not necessarily a bad thing. There is a kind of a mood to this film, and it does take you over emotionally. So just not in a good way. You know what I mean?
Sounds like it's an acquired taste. All right, Eric Melin from Scene Stealers. I don't even know how we would describe that review, but it was definitely unique, and that's why we like this guy. Thanks, Eric.